Hey Lightweights, today I'm going to be watching The Truman Show. If you enjoyed the reaction, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell button when you do so you know when I post future reaction videos. And if you really enjoy it, you can find the full reaction over on Patreon, which is linked in the description below. Alright you guys, here we go.
While the world he inhabits is in some respects counterfeit, there's nothing fake about Truman himself. No scripts. It isn't always Shakespeare, but it's genuine. It's a life.
Is that why his name's Truman? Because he's genuine? True?
You're gonna have to go on without me.
Starring Truman Burbank as himself.
You're going to the top of this mountain, broken legs and all.
Created by Christoph.
We find many viewers leave him on all night for comfort.
You're crazy, you know that?
Hannah Gill as Meryl.
Truman Show is a lifestyle. It's a noble life.
All right, promise me one thing, though. If I die before I reach the summit, you'll use me as an alternative source of food.
It's all true. It's all real. Nothing here is fake. Nothing you see on this show is fake.
The Truman Show. Okay, so it's a reality TV show, kind of?
Damn it. That's an order. Maybe just your love handles.
Truman, you're gonna be late.
Okay.
Day 10,909?
Good morning.
Morning. Good morning.
Oh, and in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Morning, Truman.
Morning, Spencer. Hey, Pluto. Oh, no. Get down.
He won't hurt you.
Get down. Yeah, I know. It's just me.
Come on, Pluto.
It's not his trash can. That looks like a house in Florida if I've ever seen one. The fuck? Checking for its hot is very real. It looks like a light. Isn't Sirius a star constellation?
But hey, how do you feel today? That's good. You think of applying somewhere?
Nope.
Oh, good. Settle back and let this music.
Unfortunately,
calm
I
you
was
down.
talking over when they said what the thing was that fell out of the sky. Sorry about that.
Give me a paper there, will you, Errol? One of these. The wife.
Whatever this camera is, I don't like this.
Morning, Truman.
Hey, how are you guys? Beautiful day, isn't it?
Always.
And how's your lovely
Why are
wife?
you touching me like that?
Nice talking to you, Truman.
You
Well,
too.
Let's go now.
Hey, think about that policy,
Yes, sir.
huh?
Thank you.
Okay.
Kaiser chicken.
Hey, go ahead. No, you first, please. I'm not that anxious to get there. If he's in a coma, he's probably uninsurable.
Do you have a listing for Lauren Garland? Listed. Okay, thank you.
Well, if that ain't Hollywood nowadays, I don't know what is. Everybody looking the same. Oh, settle.
Making cutbacks at the end of this month. Cutbacks? Yeah. Now you need this. Besides, a half hour across the bay, a little sea air. Do you good?
I recognize him from somewhere. She says every reaction.
Barry's still here, huh? I might have missed it.
One way or return?
Return.
There you go, sir.
Okay, Nosy Nelly. Get back in your booth. The camera angles are so weird. She's got a major water fear, I'm assuming.
You need any help, sir? You go ahead. I'll be fine.
Yeah.
Beautiful town.
Hi, honey.
Oh, hello, booty.
It's a chef's pal. It's a dicer, grater, peeler, all in one. Never needs sharpening, dishwasher safe.
Wow, that's amazing.
That is a beer.
All of this feels like such an ad.
What the hell's wrong with your job? You have a great job, Truman. You have a desk job. I'd kill for a desk job. You should try stocking vending machines for a living.
No thanks.
Now there's excitement.
According to TikTok, it's a great source of passive income.
Where's there to go?
Fiji.
You don't like water. How are you going to Fiji?
You hear?
Yeah.
This is us. All the way around here. Fiji.
So, when are you gonna go?
It's not that simple.
Can't quit your job if you want Fiji money.
I'm gonna do it.
Don't worry about that. Bonus time is just around the corner.
Are you coming for a drink?
No.
The bridge to nowhere. That's a very big moon.
I don't like the look of that weather, son. I think we should head back. Okay.
What the fuck? Okay, no wonder he's terrified of water.
Oh.
Oh!
I figure we can scrape together 8,000.
Every time you and Marlon get together,
We can
there's
bum around the world for a year on that.
With $8,000?
I thought we were gonna try for a baby.
I want to get away, see some of the world, explore.
Honey, you want to be an explorer. We all think like this now and then. Let's get you out of these wet clothes and come to bed.
You never see anything anyway. They always turn the camera and play music and...
They have porn for that, if that's what you need, sir.
Dad?
Out of the way! Stop it! Stop those people!
Oh.
Somebody stop the bus! Stop the bus!
What does that Latin mean? I feel like that could be important.
It was Dad. I swear, dressed like a homeless man.
It's about time they cleaned up the trash downtown.
They never found Dad's body. Maybe somehow.
God,
I'm telling you, if it wasn't him, it was his twin.
Why do you have a painting of yourself on your mantle? Oh my god. The nightmares of not being able to open my locker, my combo lock. Still have them at 34.
What are you doing down here?
What did you want?
You really ought to throw out that mower. Get one of those new elk rotaries.
The product placement all the time. Fuck.
What's he doing? See, they got rid of her, but they couldn't erase the memory. The memory of who?
Hey, shh, 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 shh.
Ow!
Whoa!
Ow!
Whoa! You okay?
Excuse me. I'm so sorry to fall on you like that.
Oh, that's all right.
He's like trying to go off script and they're like, nope, nope, nope. They're trying real hard to keep him on script.
No. You're a better person than I am. See you later.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
See you later, loser.
Ow!
Be cool. Be cool. Looks like it.
Hi. Konnichiwa. I'm Truman Burbank.
Yeah, Truman, I'm not allowed to talk to you.
I like your pen. I was wondering that myself.
How's it going to end?
If we don't go now, it won't happen. So what do you want to do?
Okay, so they said he's the only one not scripted, but he clearly doesn't even know.
Please keep your hands inside the car!
At least at this point. Like in this flashback point.
This is my favorite pizza place.
They're gonna be here any minute.
Who are?
They don't want me talking to you.
Then don't talk.
Truman,
What do they want?
listen to me. Everybody knows about it. Everybody knows everything you do. No. My name's not Lauren. It's Sylvia. My name's Sylvia.
Sylvia.
I've never even
Come on,
seen you
sweetie.
before.
We're doing it.
Please, honey.
He's lying.
Honey, please.
Truman, please don't listen to him. Everything I've told you is the truth.
Please.
Oh no.
Get out of here. Come on, find
Don't worry. We're going to
See you in
Fiji.
school.
Fiji. We're moving to Fiji.
No.
Fiji.
Oh my god. Oh no, what are they gonna do to her?
Sylvia! Hey!
I'm glad he actually remembered her real name, or believed that that was her real name.
But why didn't he just follow her to Fiji?
His mother got sick, really sick. Maybe he's too kind.
I can't believe he married Merrill on the rebounds.
Truman Barr? Okay, so the fact that he doesn't know what's going on makes the camera angles, like the weird camera angles, more understandable. So the question is, does he actually believe her at this point? And is he questioning everything at this point? Wait, that's actually really sweet.
No cigar.
Oh, and she has to watch all this. I didn't think about that.
Remember, good driver. Good. Not a safe driver. Here's like.
Uh-oh.
He'll be on you in about 90 seconds. Pops, make sure the coffee's hot. Okay, he's making his turn onto Lancaster Square.
Oh, God.
Police frequencies.
Ouch. Sorry about that, folks. I guess we picked up a police frequency or something.
How many times are we going around? I'm going to throw up. Get me off this ride. This is always what I pictured, the that town, what is it, Celebration and Disney property. This is how I always pictured that being, like, perfectly curated. Oh! Shit. He's like, I am God. Foreshadowing for future movie endeavors, or what?
Can I help?
Oh, yeah, I have an appointment at Gable Enterprises. What's happening? Nothing. Don't tell me what's happening, I'll report you!
Okay. That was cool, though, because I was going to wonder how people got on and off set.
Truman, what are you doing here?
I'm onto something, Marlon. Something big.
Truman, look, this is one of your fantasies.
I think this is about my dad.
Dad?
I think he's alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's when I'm unpredictable. They can't, you know.
There's a different candy bar in the second row now. They were yellow. Now it's Hershey's.
You ready to go?
No, I just can't.
Come on.
I told you I can't.
Now they're yellow again.
Whatever you say, I'm game.
What are you talking about?
Yes, sirree. Your birthday comes but once a year. Maybe I'm being set up.
It's just always a full moon. It's just always a full moon.
Never found a place like this, though. Look at that sunset, Truman. Perfect. That's the big guy. Quite a paintbrush he's got.
The guy who painted the moon on the ceiling's like, thanks a bunch.
I'm going away for a while.
Really?
Yeah.
Little angel.
No, such a cutie.
Doesn't she look beautiful, Truman? She still does. Lots of pages left over for baby photos. I would like to hold a grandchild.
A hymn of praise to small town life where we learn that you don't have to leave home.
She's crossing her fingers. Oh no.
I need to talk to you.
Oh, I'd love to, but I'm really late. Anyway, wish me luck.
I'll cross my fingers for you.
It is a little funny that depending on the context of the finger cross, it means two totally different things. Like, oh, wish me luck, or, oh, I'm lying. I'm pretty sure I used to own those shorts. Maybe not that exact colorway, but middle school Tegan definitely had shorts that were almost identical to that.
Can you pass along a message?
I'll try.
Can you tell her I had to go to Fiji?
Fine, I'll tell her.
For having so many cameras constantly on him, he gets to sneak in a lot of places.
Sorry.
Although they are doing a good job at good job this time. How are they gonna fake this?
Just above the right knee.
This isn't going to be pretty unless your family.
I'll just let someone else tidy up here.
Whew. All the things trying to scare you out of traveling.
I would like to book a flight to Fiji
When would you like to leave?
today.
Was that from like getting her makeup done backstage? Like they shoot her out super fast because they weren't expecting him to go there?
I'm sorry, I don't have anything for at least a month. You want to book the flight?
Make other arrangements.
Last call for Chicago! Windy City, here we come. Hi.
Everyone's like, what do we do? What do we do?
Sisters?
Mom, isn't that you know face the front?
The fact that nobody's talking and they're sitting there so still.
Everybody off. We've got a problem.
Okay, so the question is, did he not know how to drive it because he's an actor and has never had to drive a bus like that? Or did he break it on purpose?
I'm sorry, son.
Okay, that seems like he broke it on purpose. He feels bad about it. At least there's some people who sort of have morals and a conscience.
But how come he wants to go to Chicago?
He's not going to Chicago. He's not going anywhere. He has to have it out in Maryland.
Oh, it's a camera. Okay. All right.
Honey, are you okay?
Get in.
She's like, I don't think I want to.
I predict in just a moment we will see a lady on a red bike, followed by a man with flowers.
Truman, please.
Look. Lady. Flowers.
This is silly.
There it is! There it is! There's the dented beetle! Yes!
You're upset because you want to go to Fiji, is that it? I think you should save for a few months and then go. You happy now?
In theory, they could just set up a set in Fiji.
Ready to go now. Why wait? Early bird gathers no moss. Rolling stone catches the worm, right?
What are you doing?
Like, they clearly make enough money if everybody is so obsessed with the show that they have its own bar and greatest hits and all that.
Why would you want to go there?
Because I never have. That's why people go places, isn't it?
That's a very good point. Oh! All of a sudden there's traffic.
Let's go home.
You're right. We could be stuck here for hours. We could be like this all the way to Atlantic City. Let's go back. I don't know what got into me.
Apparently everyone on the island is on that road.
Truman, that's our turn off.
I changed my mind. Mardi Gras!
You're not right in the head. You want to destroy yourself, you do it on your own.
I think I'd like a little company.
You knew this would happen. You know you can't drive over water.
Drive.
Truman!
Why are you turning so much?
Run for the brakes! Run for the brakes!
Rover!
Now what are they gonna do? Forest fire.
We'll be fine.
Exaggerating, but would you believe that?
Smoke! You okay?
Yes!
You want to do it again?
No!
How far out does the set go?
So, what are we going to do for money when we get to New Orleans?
I have my Sea Haven bank card.
So what, we're just going to eat into our savings? Is that it?
Have you never taken vacation?
What now?
Nuclear power station. They're pulling out all the stops.
Is there anything I can do?
Oh, ma'am. Thank you for your help. You're welcome, Truman.
Oh!
Truman! Truman, stop him!
Chasing him down. What is that, a Geiger counter? A Geiger counter camera. Oh!
Stay away!
You're throwing a net on him?
No!
He's lucky to be alive, man. Next time we're gonna have to file charges.
You just know that the executives are like panicking in the background or really happy about their ratings. Either one.
Why don't you let me fix you some of this new Mococo drink? All natural cocoa beans from the upper slopes of Mountain Nicaragua. No artificial sweeteners.
What the hell are you talking about? You're part of this, aren't you?
Roman!
Meryl! You are scaring me! You're scaring me, Meryl.
Is the camera her pin or her necklace?
Slice me or peel me. There's so many choices!
No!
Talk to me!
I don't know anything. Please stop.
Stay where you are. Truman?
Oh, God. The feeling of betrayal when everybody that you thought you knew and loved is in on it.
How can anyone expect me?
Everything's gonna be okay. It's all gonna be fine. I've been your best friend since we were 7 years old, Truman. Remember that time I stayed up with you all night in your tent and I got pneumonia? You were at school for about a month.
So what were you really doing in that time?
Well, the point is, I'd gladly walk in front of traffic for you.
Ugh. No.
Point is, I would gladly step in front of traffic for you, Truman.
I was just about to...
I mean, think about it, Truman. If everybody is in on it, I'd have to be in on it, too.
I was just about to wonder if he actually cared about Truman since has been involved since he was a child or not. But now knowing that all of this is being fed to him, I don't know what to think.
I found him for you, Truman. That's why I came by tonight. Sure, he's got quite a story to tell.
Green can.
God. Ugh.
I never stop believing. Made up music.
Years wasted. I'll make it up to you, son.
I hate this.
Dad.
Yes!
He's so distressed and he's struggling so much, and they're just worried about the ratings and making the best content possible.
1.7 billion were there for his birth.
This has been going on since he was born?
Entire human life recorded on an intricate network of hidden cameras and broadcast live and unedited 24 hours a day. It's the Truman Show!
Ugh.
Hello, and good evening. I'm your host, Mike Michelson, and welcome to True Talk. Live to the Lunar Room on the 221st floor of the world's greatest televisionary, the designer and architect of the world within a world that is Sea Haven Island.
He fancies himself a god, doesn't he?
We know how demanding your schedule is, and we all know how jealously you guard your privacy.
Oh, really? Oh, really?
As Truman grew up, we were forced to manufacture ways to keep him on the island.
Most effective. Truman's been terrified of the water.
Oh my God.
How do you intend to explain his 22-year absence?
Amnesia.
Brilliant.
Just let me manufacture a real trauma for this human and make him live through it every day.
Remember, we started with just one. He was curious from birth, in competition with 5 other unwanted pregnancies. Truman was the one who arrived on cue.
Truman is the first child to have been legally adopted by a corporation?
That's correct.
Why do you think that Truman has never come close to discovering the true nature of his world until now?
We accept the reality of the world with which we're presented.
Oh my God.
Hi, Christoph. I'd just like to say one thing. What you've done to Truman is sick.
Stole a few minutes of airtime with him to thrust yourself and your politics into the limelight.
I'm glad that there are people actually trying.
Life into some kind of mockery.
Don't you ever feel guilty?
I have given Truman the chance to lead a normal life.
Normal life?
You're so wrong, and he'll prove you wrong.
Well, aside from heated comments, it's been an overwhelmingly positive experience.
Yes, for Truman and for the viewing public. I'm determined the television's first on-air conception will still take place.
Well, another television milestone.
That's why... The fact that all the music we're hearing is someone actually playing a piano. That's actually a really good casually drawn space helmet.
Morning! Good morning!
Good morning.
Oh, and in case I don't see you. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Oh my God, that little girl is the cutest.
Good Good morning, Truman. Oh, look who's here.
And a new ad. Oh, that's why they pushed him last time. Got to get him in perfect position for the ad.
Truman, this is Vivian. Vivian, this is Truman. Two of you are going to be neighbors.
Guess what I'm saying is that life is fragile.
Soft launching the new romantic interest. What kind of mowing pattern was that?
Just sleeping, I thought.
This is the best shot we've got?
What's to say?
What's on the clock cam? Give me a close-up on his torso.
He's still breathing.
He didn't snore the last time he was sleeping.
There! Stop it. What? Zoom in. Enhance it.
Being an actor in this show that was like close to him you're just always on the clock, because even when you're not on the clock, if you have to constantly be like crisis management.
Come on, pal. Come on, buddy.
Smart.
Lawn cam. Give me the lawn cam.
Oh my God, when he was digging with his butt up.
Cut transmission.
Cut transmission? Cut it!
Oh, Jesus, God in heaven.
No, the hell?
I mean, how far could he have gotten? You have cameras everywhere. Pull up a feed.
He has the world's most recognizable face. He can't disappear.
Oh my God. Well, if he had any doubts before.
Truman! It's me, Dad! Let's talk!
I just hate that like every relationship he's had has been curated. Like the hurt and betrayal. I can't even imagine it.
Cue the sun.
Oh my God. Everything. Everything.
No sign of him.
Okay, Marlon, why don't you head back to town and join the others? Everyone's at first positions, right?
Jesus.
Where are you going?
How can he sail? He's in insurance. Isn't he terrified of the water?
Resume transmission.
Resuming transmission.
Just leave him in the car.
Let's get off this mask shot. We can't see his face. Go to the cabin cam. There, perfect.
You'd never know he was terrified of the water. He looked so free for like the first time ever.
Come on, get it moving. Get it out of here.
It's the same guy who drove the bus.
How do we stop him?
Okay,
Are they gonna make a storm?
there she blows.
Give me some lightning. Hit him again.
The whole world is watching. We can't let him die in front of a live audience.
He was born in front of a live audience.
Are you fucking kidding me?
You can do it! Is that the best you can do? You're gonna have to kill me!
Capsize him. Tip him over.
Damn you, Victor!
No, you can't. He's tied us up to the boat.
Shut up! He's gonna drown. He doesn't even care.
Do it.
I'm glad that the people around him are actually trying to tell him no. Are you happy now? Oh my God, is that the wall? Look at the bottom. Oh! I must feel so vindicated. Oh, that's a walkway all around the edge?
Truman, you can speak. I can hear you.
I feel like the beginnings of Bruce Almighty was born in this movie.
But in my world, you have nothing to fear.
never had a camera in my head.
It's okay, Truman. I understand.
He really does think of himself as a god.
Well, say something, goddammit. You're on television. You're live to the whole world.
In case I don't see ya, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Yeah.
What a great sign off. Go get your man. Oh, everyone's so proud of him.
You made it, yeah!
You want another slice?
No, I'm okay.
What else is on?
Yeah, let's do what else.
Where's the TV guy?
Oh my god. This feels like something that might have an end credit scene. I'm just gonna scrub through real quick and see. I don't know if that was really a thing in the 90s. I don't even know where to begin with this. I have so many notes and so many just thoughts running through my head, and this is gonna be one of those outros that doesn't make sense, and I'm gonna be jumping all over the place, and I'm sorry for it now. You're gonna need a whiteboard with like strings connecting itself, but I'm just gonna I'm gonna do the best I can. But there are so many thoughts just. First of all, I do want to point out it's a little, I don't know if ironic is the correct technical term, but for lack of a better word, the irony is not lost on me that I'm watching a movie about someone's life who's televised, while televising my reaction to watching the movie about somebody's life who's televised. There's some loop-de-loops there. You're watching me react to a movie about people reacting to somebody's life as a TV show. And that's just a little funny. First and foremost, this reminded me so much of two things. First, and this is not, there might be a little judgment, but it's not, well, there might be a little criticism too. I don't know. We'd need 5 more videos as a deep dive on my thoughts on these, but it reminds me first and foremost of family vloggers. And I'm not judging you if you post your family on the internet. Everybody makes different choices for their family. You have every right to do that. But I've been seeing a lot of these documentaries recently, and I've watched a couple of them, of like the horrible family vlogger, deep, dark secrets. And as I'm sure you guys are all aware, what you see on the camera is not reality. So these families that have these perfect curated lives that they put on the internet for everybody to watch, who have these millions of followers watching their every move, watching their kid's first day of school, watching their older kid go to prom, watching it's always about the kids too, and I think that's kind of why it just gives me the ick. But it's always like a focus on the kids' lives through the lens of like, oh, parenting. And it just personally, not a life choice I would make for my family. It kind of reminded me of that, especially after watching some of those documentaries, but it also reminds me, to a lesser extent, but it also reminds me of Mr. Beast content. I feel like Mr. Beast is always doing these crazy things like, I put 2 strangers in a room for a month for $1 million. Like, it kind of feels the same. And because of that, this movie felt very ahead of its time. Because, you know, I could be wrong. I was a youth in the 90s. So maybe I have rose-colored glasses with these sort of things, but I don't think like vlog content, reality content was really a thing in the 90s. I'm not saying it didn't exist, but I don't think it was a thing. Like when I think of the 90s, I think of serialized TV shows. I don't think of reality TV shows. So it feels like ahead of its time, and yet it knew exactly where we were going. And obviously, as somebody who does put themselves out there on the internet, this in some ways was kind of a hard watch because, and I'm not saying I'm remotely like this. I knowingly put myself on the internet. I choose to do this as a career. I left my teaching job to do this as a career. I am fully aware of what I am doing. But it is interesting because I did kind of resonate with the fact that everything he does is on camera. And I don't make vlog content. I don't make, like, sometimes I will for my Patreon, and sometimes I'll post like little things on TikTok, like my day as a content creator, whatever. But like, I'm not like a family vlogger type of thing. I do my best to keep my daughter out of my content. That's not to say she's never in it, but I don't have her ever be the focus of my content. I'm getting off the rails. Anyways, but it is funny because when I go out in public now, most notably when I go to gaming events and gaming conferences and gaming conventions and things, because that's just more where I'm in the public sphere in terms of like events and stuff. I haven't had the opportunity yet to do that for the movie TV show Hollywood side of things, but I'm always hyper aware that there might be somebody who recognizes me. So I always need to be perfect, present myself perfectly. I have what we lovingly refer to as RBF. It probably comes off on the camera sometimes when I'm like really focused, but my natural resting face looks like I'm pissed off, looks like I'm a bitch. I have been told my entire life by anyone who's ever befriended me besides my current friends, which is how I kind of know that they're actually my friends, my real friends. I looked like I was a bitch and that they wouldn't want to be my friend until they got to know me. Knowing that about myself, I constantly have that invisible audience now. I feel like I learned about that in a psychology course in college, and I feel like I never grew out of that phase where I just constantly have the invisible audience where I'm constantly thinking like, oh, they're looking at me, they're judging me, they're thinking about me, they're living their lives, they don't give a shit about me, okay? But now that I put myself on the internet like this, whenever I go in public, that's so much worse because I'm like, I have to be put together because if somebody recognizes me, I have to look a certain way. I have to present myself a certain way. And that doesn't mean like I don't go out in sweatpants or with no makeup on or whatever, but I'm constantly like hyper aware my facial expressions and my mannerisms, and because I constantly have that invisible audience on me. And he had a real audience on him. But I think because of that, I kind of related to it a little bit. Surprisingly, it was making me emotional. And I don't have, I love my life. I am so grateful that this is my job. I'm so grateful that there's even the possibility that somebody might recognize me, and that I have a community that would potentially know who I am out in the wild. So I don't want this to come across as like ungrateful or not liking it, because this is the first time that I can just say I love my life. There's nothing about my life that I would change. I genuinely love it. It is my dream life. And I can say that with confidence. So I don't want this to come across like I don't. But seeing somebody who doesn't have that choice, when knowing what it feels like to constantly have that audience on you, was making me emotional. So I hope that makes sense. And I want to make that very clear. Seeing somebody who's living a life in the spotlight with that imaginary, but in his case, a real audience, without him choosing to, knowing the weight that comes with that, was making me emotional. And I think that's why I was thinking of those family vlogs and things like that, because yes, obviously the kids know that they're being filmed, but how many times, and I'm not saying this for every family vlog, how many times do they actually fully understand what that means? Like right now, my she just turned 4 fairly recently, a couple months ago. She watches this, they're not a family vlog, but it's like a YouTube channel with like the parents and the kids, and they play together. And I don't necessarily love it, but one of the few like actual YouTube channels that I let her watch. Because of that, because she's watching that, she's constantly saying, I want to start a vlog. Her mom is a full-time YouTuber. She knows what I do. She has been on the podcast that I've been on. Like, she understands what I do. Now she also watches this. So in her head, she's like, I want to do this, which is totally fine. She doesn't fully understand the implications of that. And that's kind of how I feel with the family vlogs. Like the kids, yes, they know that they're on the internet, but do they know what that means? Do they know that everything they're doing is being put out to all of these people, and what that actually means and what that will mean for their futures? So that's kind of like, I know, wibbly wobbly all over the place topics, but I think that's why all of that kind of culminated and reminded me of this film. Anyways, all of that to say, this film was ahead of its time. It's a very long-winded, I think I've already been talking 30 minutes and it's been like, anyways, the next thing I guess I'll talk about is the ending, because that's fresh in my mind. But the fact that he opens the door and after he walks out we don't see him anymore. He's no longer in the spotlight. He's no longer having the cameras and the audience all over him. Because of that, we as the audience, because we were the audience this entire film, we were the viewer, we were the ones watching on the TV sets. We don't know where he went or what he's doing. Obviously, we can assume he's going to try to find Skylar. We did see Skylar running down the stairs to find him. But I think that was a really cool ending. I like that he did his little sign off, which was normally his intro, but now is his sign off. He did his little flourish of a bow. He walked to the door and that was it. And we don't know. We don't know where he's going from here or what his life is going to have in store for him. And I think that was a beautiful ending. Obviously, it would have been nice to like see that he sued them for trillions of dollars and is set up for life and got all the back pay that he would have been owed for the show and all the human rights violations that he suffered. But I'm okay with this ending. I thought that was a beautiful way to end it. Speaking of human rights violations, they snuck this in and it took a little bit to process. And I just like wrote a note of it. I didn't say anything in the reaction, but I wrote it down. I'm sorry, I'm going to butcher it. I always butcher it. The Hague, the Hogue, the Hague. The hog. I think it's the Hague. The international body. I'm pretty sure at one point they're like, the Hague's on the phone, but nobody's talking. People were aware that this is a human rights violation. This person had no choice. And like Skylar said, it's a prison. He had no choice. He's been in prison since the womb, essentially. There are so many things wrong with that. But the fact that they just subtly were like, yeah, the Hague. They're on the phone. And then they just moved on to the next thing. And then Skylar was like the next caller. I just thought that was funny. Like it shows us that, yes, there are people besides Skylar who have an issue with this. There is a movement of people that are like, this is wrong. What are we doing? And even at the end, we see people who are huge fans of the show are still happy that he got out and that he escaped. Like they grew up with him and they love him and they parasocially for the record, love him, feel like they're a part of his life. Like you saw the one guy pissed off in the bathtub and all upset, but most people were happy that he got out and he's actually free. And I thought that was kind of just funny and interesting and cute. Oh my God, I literally wrote all over the place. What next? Okay, Mr. Beast, I did that. Family Bucks did that. Oh, the fact that his name is Truman and he's the only true man. They told us that right at the beginning. I just thought that was funny. The ending, when they're like, oh, what else is on? Where's the TV guide? Like how true, again, being ahead of its time. And I'm not saying that this didn't always happen as long as TVs were a thing or even radios were a thing probably, but so much more in your face now. We're constantly needing to consume media. And I include myself in that. I am just as bad as everybody else, but we have a constant need to consume media. We cannot just like, I saw an article, I didn't read it, so I'm not going to say I read the article. I saw an article that I should read. It's probably interesting, about how we've lost the ability to be bored and that it's negatively impacting us. I think that's just because we're constantly bombarded with like stimuli. We've got movies, we've got music, we've got TV shows, we've got social media. We're constantly scrolling, we're constantly on their phone, we're always connected. And as soon as something's done, we're like, okay, what's next? I'm done with TikTok. Oh, let me go to Twitter. I'm done with Twitter. Oh, let me turn Emily in Paris on Netflix. Oh, I'm done with Emily in Paris. Oh, let me turn this podcast on. When I'm doing dishes, like as a kid, when I had to do dishes, I just had to do the dishes. It was boring as hell and I hated it. Now I'm doing the dishes. I have a YouTube video up on my phone. I have a podcast on I'm listening to. I like, you're never just bored, just in your head, just existing. You're always consuming. And I feel like that was ahead of its time because they're like, oh, this show that I've been obsessed with for 30 years is done. Immediately, what else is on? No time to just process, no time to sit with it, sit in those feelings, talk about it, talk about what you just went through, what he just went through, what you just experienced. Nope. Where's the TV guide? What else is on? Immediately. It's kind of Wall-E-ish too. Anyways, again, there's just too much. There's too many things firing off. I'm not saying they're smart, but there's a lot of things firing off. Funny how the pin, and I didn't intend to connect this together, but it was the next on my list, so it kind of works. The pin said, how's it going to end? Like there was an emphasis with Skylar with that pin, how's it going to end? And then it ends with what else it's on. Just, I don't know. That's just jumping totally other side to Kristoff. He was such an interesting character. And every time he was on the TV, I kept feeling like, oh, this is where the seed was born for Bruce Almighty, because there were just so many things that he was like portraying God. He thought of himself as a god. And honestly, in Truman's life, he was, which could lead to an interesting conversation about religion. We're not going there today though. But he thought of himself as a god, and to Truman was a god. He literally is a voice coming from the sun shining beams through the clouds. But the fact that when he was interviewed, the interview said something about like, I know how jealously you guard or value your privacy. Just the frickin' irony. Like, you really you have the gall to jealously guard your privacy when you have invaded every aspect of Truman's privacy? And then going into the God thing, that line, just, you know, a small little line, cue the sun. Oh, okay. Okay, sure. Let me just turn the sun on and decide that it's daytime because I'm snapping my fingers as God up in this booth up here, controlling this man's life. Cue the sun. Such a little line and so important. So, like, jeez. And then his quote, now this. Great quote. Important to remember for real life. So if you don't remember this quote, or you're not going to remember this quote for real life, please write it down. Please write it down. Get your pens and pencils. Teacher Light is in session. Let's go. We accept the reality of the world we're presented. If that ain't the damn truth, in our lives, we accept the reality of the world we are presented. So many things I want to say that I'm just not going to say. But I am going to say, when I was a history teacher, I used to always say, and I've said it multiple times in reactions as well, this is why multiple sources are important. Especially today, when you have most news programs aligned with a specific cause, a specific, I don't know the word I'm looking for, ideation. It is very easy for us to fall victim to watching one source and hearing the story they tell us and believing that is fact. We accept the reality of the world we're presented. Just gonna multiple sources and fact check. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay? Don't just believe what they're telling you. So all of that ties to Christoph. Really was giving me Bruce Almighty vibes, especially when he looked like he was walking. Now this is going back to Truman, but when he was walking on water, it just like all of that. I was like, I could see the idea being born here. Then at the very end, he said, I'm trying to read my handwriting. You never had, I forgot the R. You never, I wrote never. You never had a camera in my head. That was so important to him. That was so important to him. When Christoph said something along the lines of like, I know you, I know what you're thinking, you're scared. And Truman's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. You never had a camera in my head. You saw everything about my life, but that's the one thing I had to myself. And I think that's really important too. And I also think it's important, I think I did say it in the movie, but once he got over his fear of the water, his trauma of the water, this horrific event that they manufactured him go through, oh my God. That was the first time in the whole movie where he looked relaxed and free. Like he felt like he was in control and free and just happy. Like that was the first time he genuinely looked happy, besides when he was kissing Skylar. And this might be a stretch. This might be the stretch. But at the end, Christoph said, you're the star. Like you can't leave the show. You're the star. And the movie starts with a star falling from the sky. Okay? Well, it's a light. But it had, what was it? Sirius? Which I'm pretty sure that's a constellation. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure there's a, okay, listen, if not, this, forget I'm saying this. If yes, I'm making a good connection. If it's not, then this is stupid. So just fast forward. I'm pretty sure Sirius is like a star or a constellation or something. Okay? So that light fell with a star name on it. And that kickstarts this whole movie. The star has fallen. The star has left. And then you have Truman as the one who finds it, who sees it. And now Truman, the star, is falling, is leaving. I don't know. It ends the way that it began. I think that's kind of cool. Maybe I'm reaching here, but I think that's kind of cool. Wow. That was really good. I'm sorry I was so all over the place. Like I said, I still have a million more thoughts that I'm sure, as I say frequently, I'm going to stop recording and be like, frick, I didn't think of that. I should have said that. Because that always happens too. This is another example of a movie that needs a rewatch. And I'm genuinely excited to rewatch it. And it's also, okay, now this is just really random. I don't know where this thought came from. But it's so funny too, because at the beginning, before I realized fully that like he didn't understand he was in the reality show, I kept like pointing out the product placement. And some of it I did unintentionally. Like I didn't even... Like when he first got pushed by the twins against that, what was the chicken? Had a K. Kaiser chicken. I was like, Kaiser chicken. And when she had the kitchen tool, I was like, it's like an ad placement. It's so funny because subconsciously I was picking up on that. And that's just how it really is. In these movies and TV shows, some do it better than others, but some are that obvious about it, where they're like, oh, I'm driving a car, let me zoom in on the front of this car so you see the car logo, or, oh, I'm drinking this. This is not sponsored, by the way. Although, Dr. Pepper, if you want to sponsor me, literally every video I've got a Dr. Pepper across all channels. So I'm just saying, if you're from Dr. Pepper, sponsor me. When they're like at a table and they're having a snack, they crack open you got to do it with your far hand so you can see the product's placement, right? You crack open your soda and then you take a little refreshing and then you set it down all so that the logo's in the front. And sometimes it's so obvious and sometimes it's subtle, but it's funny because it was so obvious at the beginning, but it was still in my head. I was just that was just how sometimes it's bad and it's that obvious in movies. And it's just like, I still didn't process that was the point of it until a little later on. But I just think that was funny. Anyways, that really wasn't that important, but I thought it was funny. So yeah, great movie. Definitely needs a rewatch. Definitely made me emotional, which I wasn't expecting. But again, what doesn't make me emotional? And I thought it was great. Jim Carrey, phenomenal actor. He really is. Obviously, mostly, I think. Well, maybe I shouldn't say mostly. I know him mostly for comedic roles, but he's got great acting chops. He's got a range. And the whole cast in general was really good. Which reminds me of another thing I was going to say. This outro will end. It will end, I promise. The fact that everybody in his life was an actor and he now has nobody. And that's not to say that none of them actually cared about him. Like, the dad came back. So in some capacity, I'm assuming he cares about Truman. The friend was a hard read. I couldn't tell. I feel like he probably actually does care because he was raised next to him. But it was still all an act. All of his lines were fed to him. All of those moments were curated. So it's like, it's hard to know who actually did sort of care about him. And that's just another layer of sadness there. But anyways, amazing movie. I'm glad I finally watched it. Raised lots of emotions that I wasn't expecting from it and was way deeper than I ever anticipated. And I loved it. So I hope you enjoyed the reaction. If you made it to this point through the outro, thank you. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell button when you do so you get notified when I post future reaction videos. And if you really liked this, you can subscribe to my Patreon, which is linked in the description below for the full reaction. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I hope you have an amazing day.